Welcome to the Now. I'm Ashley.
I'm Gus.
We got another fake review controversy on Steam. This is not a deja vu. It's a new one. And once again, Valve's booted off another developer who tried to game the system by talking up its own products instead of letting you do it for them.
When will the devs ever learn, Ashley?
They won't.
Don't do fake reviews. You'll just get caught and it'll be a giant embarrassment.
And then we'll talk about it and everyone will be like, yeah, never gonna believe them again.
Yeah.
Don't do it. So the story is another case of Steam trying to defend the legitimacy of its user reviews, which are very important in the world of PC games. Good reviews help raise games' visibility in a very crowded marketplace and ultimately help those games sell more copies. And a lot of poor reviews can sink you, because I don't know about you, when I do go look at a game, I'm checking, is this overwhelmingly positive, pretty positive? If it's like overwhelmingly negative, I will probably move on.
Yeah, and naturally, some devs do want to cheat the system, and the latest offender is an indie Polish studio called Acram Digital. They make digital adaptations of board games for various platforms, PC, Mac, mobile.
And two of their games, the strategy board games 8-Minute Empire and Steam Rails to Riches, were both available on Steam. Until now, because Valve unceremoniously yanked both of them down.
And that's because a member of Acram staff took it upon himself to post multiple positive reviews for their games.
In a blog post announcing their decision, Valve wrote, "We've received a number of reports for Steam review manipulation on the titles Steam Rails to Riches and 8-Minute Empire from Acram Digital. After investigating these reports, we have found the developer Gregor Kuas has been trying to inflate the user review score for his titles. This is against our policy and something we take very seriously."
Valve added that because of Kubas's actions, we have removed all games, DLC developed by Acram from our store and will no longer be doing business with him. Existing owners will be able to keep their titles.
Yes, that's basically, I mean, that's all kind of the PC equivalent of getting the death penalty, losing access to Steam. Oh, look, there are a lot of games
They
that
can go to other platforms.
Like GOG? I mean, which, don't get me wrong, it does well, but being locked out of Steam is most of the PC market.
Right, yeah. And Kubas admitted in a response post that he was guilty, but claimed that he acted alone. He wrote, "You are right, I'm guilty. It came from my frustration of few bad, unfair reviews on Valve Steam only. It was stupid action, not something planned. This is my individual bad behavior, not the team, so I would like to blame me, not the devs. It's a lesson for the rest of my life and will not happen again, ever."
He then added, "We have never paid for any positive reviews. It was only my 6 fake accounts on Steam, done in amateur way from the same computer, the same method of payment, the same IP. I was very frustrated."
It's not clear, though, if Valve will allow any appeal. As of now, it looks like the end of the line for that developer on Steam, at least.
They have worked with developers in the past if those developers shed the problem employees. So it could happen, but all in all, this is very clearly another move by Valve to clean up its user reviews, which admittedly have had a bit of a controversial history. User reviews are really important to that platform because they have a huge impact on sales and visibility and word of mouth in general. And as a result, some less than scrupulous developers have tried to manipulate them in the past, maybe not always as amateurly as this, but they have done so. I mean, basically for as long as Steam's been around.
But it seems in recent years, Valve has been trying to crack down.
Last year, they removed a game called Art of Stealth from Steam after it came to light the developer was faking good reviews for the game, and similar to this example, the developer had created multiple accounts to post positive reviews for the game.
It's really just part of a larger effort by Valve to try and make its reviews more legit, which is something we've seen across all kinds of platforms, from Amazon to Yelp, because when reviews are real, they can give you a helpful opinion from someone who has already tried whatever product you're considering.
But platforms like Valve are waging a constant battle by trying to filter out all the crap reviews from companies trying to artificially boost their product, or from people who are just trolling, because let's be honest, that also happens a lot.
I think so. And developers take reviews very, very seriously, which makes sense because user reviews are one of the biggest factors in how well a game sells on Steam. So there's always going to be that temptation to fake it if you can't get good reviews the legit way.
In 2016, Valve started filtering reviews from players who didn't buy the game directly through the Steam storefront. So if they had got a code from somewhere else and then redeemed it on Steam and so on. And the goal in doing that was to stop the practice of giving away free keys in exchange for good reviews.
Oh, and of course last year, the company also tried to tweak its system to combat review bombs, where there are coordinated negative reviews of a game. That happens all the time when gamers get mad at a particular title or developer for whatever reasons.
Yeah, I remember that happened to the Firewatch, the whole Firewatch Steam page got review bombed after the developer Campo Santo criticized PewDiePie and got that video taken down off of YouTube, and PewDiePie's defenders basically took the war to Campo Santo because they wanted their feedback to be heard somehow and felt like review bombing is the way to be heard.
And then Valve acquired them.
They did do that.
Yeah.
Man, some devs do take Steam reviews really, really, really seriously. Sometimes potentially way too seriously. Like, let's see. Remember the time the Digital Homicide tried to sue Steam users, for leaving bad reviews? They got banned from Valve too, and didn't even have to bring Jim Sterling into it.
That was maybe the shortest-lived Law & Order spinoff. As for Acram Digital, we'll see how it all shakes out. Kubus said the developer has emailed Valve and they're waiting for an answer.
He also wrote, "We have great developers, passionate in board games. They work very hard to deliver quality games. We listen to the players and we've implemented the features they asked for."
Yeah, and I bet they're pissed that you got all their hard work yanked off the biggest platform for PC games.
You're probably not their best friend right now.
Yeah, well, whatever happens, this dev definitely learned a hard lesson about not messing with user reviews.
I gotta give the guy some credit for stepping up and saying, yes, I fucked up. Here's exactly what I did. That was real dumb.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that the consequences can be fully written off and that everything will be all well and good, but it was the right thing to do.
Yes.
Now, what do you guys think about this developer getting banned for fake reviews? Let us know in the comments.
And for all your Steam news, be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Know.
After investigating these reports, we have found that the developer...
Good luck with that.
I've got a pronunciation.
You do?
Yes.
Thank you.
Regors Kubus?
Yeah, is it like a Gregor? Dredger?
Kind that you're close.
Dredger Kubus. Dredger.